Okay, thank you, Troy. So we'll call the regular meeting in the town of Granby Westfield on Monday, February the 8th to order. Item 2,
Agenda approval. The Council of the Town of Granby
attendance.
Attendance.
Thank
Okay.
you. Let the record reflect the absence of Councillor Day. Item 3, please.
That the Council of the Town of Granby Westfield approves the February 8, 2021 agenda.
Could I have a motion to adopt the agendas? Thank you, Councillor Evans, seconder. Thank you, Councillor Snodgrass on the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 4, please.
Conflict of interest.
Is there any? You with the CAO? I think on item 15, John?
Yeah.
Item 15, sub 3? Yeah, 15.3. Thank you. Any others? There being none, we'll move to item 5.
Public hearings.
None. Item 6?
Public presentation.
None. Item 7?
Regular meeting minutes of January 25th, 2021, that the Council of the Town of Granby Westfield approves the minutes of the regular meeting of January 25, 2021 as circulated.
So moved.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Likely, Councillor Snodgrass on the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item 7.2, please.
Email poll of January 26, 2021 regarding payment to Keel Construction and Fairview Construction per letters from Dillon Consulting, that the Council of the Town of Granby Westfield ratify the email poll of January 26, 2021 regarding the payment to Keel Construction and Fairview Construction.
So
you.
moved.
Second it.
Motion to ratify. There you go. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? I didn't have my head up.
Was that
Stephen,
Councillor
did you
Bailens?
move that, Councillor Evans?
Snodgrass and Billings?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Item 8, please.
Bills for payment, that the Council of the Town of Granby Westfield authorize the bills for payment as presented in the amount for $145,684.85.
So moved.
Councillor Evans,
Seconded.
thank you. Seconder. Thank you, Councillor Snodgrass. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 9, 1 through 9, please.
That the Council of the Town of Granby Westfield receive and file the following consent agenda items. Granby Westfield Volunteer Fire Rescue Department report for January 2021. The Building Inspector's report for January 2021. Dog Control report for January. Recreation Department report for January. Works Department report for January. River Center Coordinators report. Seniors Resource Center report. RCMP report. And all those were for January. And then a new report from the RCMP, quarterly report for the fourth quarter of 2021.
Motion to receive and file.
Second it.
Thank you. On the question,
I was just going to
I
say,
just want to point out,
Nope.
Go ahead, Ryan.
no, you go ahead, Your Worship. I'll follow you.
Nope. Well, I was just going to mention the fact that the Seniors Resource Center report, that's, I'm pretty impressed. I like this speaker series that they're going through. I think that that's very good. It's got some documentation in there for vaccinations. I mean, certainly seniors are worried about when we get vaccinated. You hear that discussion all the time. And so having those sort of, not just the speaker series, but the programming. So I'm pleased about that. I just wanted to add that to the mix. Annie's doing a good job.
Yeah, I was going to echo that same comment, Your Worship. And also, I was impressed with that new RCMP quarterly report. Nice to see that additional information coming through, and it's nice to see that transparency from them.
Yeah, I like that too. Thank you, Ryan, for bringing that up, because I also wanted to add to the RCMP. It's not that they're not joining us. They're not joining us during COVID, during this elevated orange. They'll be back if we go to yellow. John?
I was just going to say the reason the RCMP aren't able to join us virtually is the firewall between the RCMP doesn't allow them to interact with others. So that's why they're not able to participate virtually.
So on the question of receive and file, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Contrary minded? Your motion's carried. Your items 10, please.
Business arising from minutes.
Is there any? Being none, we'll move to item 11.
Delegations,
None,
petitions,
none. Item 13.
bylaws, plastic bag reduction bylaw, first and second reading. That the council of the town of Grand Bay Westfield read bylaw number 67, town of Grand Bay Westfield bylaw.
You're back, good. Are we ready, Chief? Thank you. We're going to move to item 15.3, please.
Department of Transportation and Infrastructure lease.
You'll note, I just want to note for the record that the CAO has departed because of a perceived conflict. There is, however, a motion for your consideration on that item.
I move to authorize signatures on the attached lease agreement with the Department of Infrastructure and Transportation, 71-G-1615 GBW.
Seconded.
Thank you, Councillor Snodgrass. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. If you just hold on for a second, the CAO will return.
Oh, are you going anyway?
She's leaving anyway. Thank you, Marcia.
You just.
Thanks, Marcia.
Nice.
One of us could. Yes.
So your item is 15.4.
Oh, you don't worry about it.
Oh, he's not there. Oh. Marcia, do you want to come in and finish then, please, so we can continue? Thank you, Marcia. We're going to move to item 15.4, please.
IPA, ICIP funding for community centers.
So council, this is a big item, and the recommendation is that council approve the submission.
So moved.
Thank you, Councillor Evans. Is there a seconder for that one?
Seconded.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Your
Marcia
worship.
moved to 15-4. Thank you. We have questions. I'm going to call the question, Ryan.
Thank
So
you.
on the question, Councillor Snodgrass, you're first.
So I hope maybe the CAO can speak to what's the timeline on going this method versus what we were planning to do from the capital budget? Like, is it anticipated that this grant is going to be, awarded in time for this construction season, or are we potentially going to get bumped out and be stuck waiting until next year?
We're talking about the
Yeah.
ISIP?
Yeah.
Okay. The expectation it should be awarded April, and then that gives us a July 1st opportunity to start and finish this year. We've actually planned for this to be a phased approach, one wall per year. This is just a cost savings, even though it's on only 45% of the building.
So if we're unsuccessful, we would still be able to proceed with our original plan
That's
for the
right.
one phase this year, correct? Phase one?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions? Please, John.
Sorry. The last time there was an intake, the town made 3 submissions.
That's right.
This was one of them. This is the only one that qualifies this time around. And the focus is on rehabilitation of existing buildings, not new builds. So this bumps us up the priority list a little bit as well.
Everybody good with that? Thank you, John. So on the question, sorry, somebody, on the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried and your item is 15-5, please.
Sorry, who moved and seconded the last one?
It was Ryan who moved it. And who seconded it though? Steve, maybe.
Okay, great.
Steve, Evans.
Yeah, thank you.
You're in second, maybe.
Okay.
There you go. Evans moved and Snodgrass seconded. So the item is 15-5.
Parks and Recreation Master Plan award a contract that the Council of the Town of Grand Bay Westfield authorize the mayor and CAO to enter into an agreement with RC Strategies to develop a Parks and Recreation Master Plan per the RFP for the cost of $29,950.
So moved.
So council, if you,
Second it.
thank you, Councillor Snodgrass. Seconded by Councillor Deputy Mayor Likely. On the question, John, could you just identify what was the amount in the budget for that item?
So council allocated $30,000 for this
Cool.
project. This is based on some research that I did. We received 3 submissions. This one, which came in under budget by $50. Another one that was more than $5,000 above budget. And then another one that was about $27,000 above budget. Councillor Snodgrass is part of the steering committee, and he can also elaborate as to why this group was selected rather than the other ones.
Yes, he can. And the background information in your report clearly indicates too why why everyone thought that was a unanimously supported, as I read from the committee. And I suspect it's due to the professional expertise of those involved with this organization.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Your Worship, it came down to, the experience and the price. Plus, of the proponents that submitted bids, this is the first time for this group, and I think it might be good to actually have an outsider's perspective on this. So I think that's another added value.
Yeah, I agree with that, Councillor Snodgrass. I think that's, I agree. So on the question of award to
RC Strategies.
RC Strategies. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Contrary minded? Your motion is carried and your item is 16, please.
The Council of the Town of Grand Bay Westfield receive and follow the correspondence from the Nature Trust of New Brunswick.
So
Is there a
moved.
motion to receive and file? Thank you, Councillor Snodgrass. Seconded.
Second it.
Second it.
Thank you. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item 17, please.
Letter from Elections New Brunswick, that the Council of the Town of Grand Bay Westfield receive and file the correspondence from Elections New Brunswick regarding the municipal election to be held on May 10, 2021.
So moved.
Motion received.
Second it.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you. Councillor Snodgrass, Councillor Bailmans. On the question, elections will occur, although I did hear the Premier say the other day that he's going to review that again. So we'll hope that he's keeping that May 10th date, but
Oh my God. Come on.
I guess he'll confirm that in the future.
I want overtime if I have to stay for another year.
Yeah, there we go. John?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to say that I've heard the same message from public health in our meetings as well, that this will be reviewed pending the state of the pandemic.
Yeah, well, it's very difficult to proceed with an election for new people, especially in a community like ours where they have a council that's been here for so many years. How does a new council get out and get known if you can't knock on people's doors? And they don't. Listen, we're not accustomed to spending thousands of dollars for signage and mail-outs. And
Well, I think that the new people, the younger people, the people that should be running, I hope. And, we've got some people on council today that are savvy with communications and the technology that we have available. They can cover a lot more ground than we can knocking on doors.
well, I don't disagree with that, Deputy Mayor Likely, but everybody knows who votes, and it's seniors, and they might be missing that message.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see exactly how they respond to COVID and actually what state COVID's in then. So on the question of receive and file, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Your motion is carried. Your item is 18.
Adjourn.
Second it.
There wasn't a motion. You can move it,
Oh.
Councillor Bailmans. That was
Move
I'll
thank you. Is there a
Mr.
seconder?
Bailman's
Thank you,
motion.
Stephen. On the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? We are adjourned at 8 o'clock. Thanks, everyone, and we're going to go back